The role of market player is very important to encourage investors to buy the Malaysian Treasury bills. And here we also have three market players. The firstly is private insurance company, secondly retail investors, and the thirdly the employee provident funds. Let's look at the first one. Private insurance company that guarantee each other in the event of damage and loss to the user depending on the amount that the user has donated to the insurance company. And the secondly, retail investors. Retail investors can now actively trade and track the price growth of their investments and can also invest in unit trusts with a focus on debt securities. And thirdly, the employee provident fund, most asset which is 85% of the total asset because it is the main savings fund in Malaysia. The occupational injury insurance scheme and the pension scheme are benefit provided by the Social Security Organisation, and at least 40% of the funds are invested in government bonds.
Government of Malaysia issues Malaysia Treasury Bill or T-bills, which are short-term debt securities, to raise money for its immediate financial needs. Like in many other nations, Malaysia issues treasury bills for a number of reasons, that is government financing. The government needs for short-term funding in one of the main justification for issuing T-bills. The government may require money for a number of purposes, such as handling cash flow imbalance, funding shortfall in the budget, or paying for unforeseen costs. Second is the debt management. The government overall debt management plan includes T-bills. The government can manage the maturity profile of its debt portfolio, reduce interest rate risk, and balance its debt portfolio by issuing short-term securities like T-bills. Furthermore, reason of issuance is implementation of monetary policy. The issue of T-bills contribute to the carrying out of monetary policy. T-bills are a common tool used by central bank to control short-term interest rate and the money supply. Interest rate and liquidity can be influenced by the central bank through open market purchases and sale of T-bills. The last one is open market operation. T-bills issuance is a component of open market operation for central bank. The open market allows central bank to control inflation, manage the money supply, and accomplish their monetary policy goals by buying and selling T-bills. In conclusion, the issuance of treasury bills or T-bills in Malaysia function as a flexible financial tools with a variety of application in the nation's financial and economic environment. The main goals are to support budgetary requirement, manage government debt, address short-term financial needs, and advance monetary policy goals. T-bills are essential for influencing interest rate, preserving liquidity in the financial system, and offering a variety of investors a safe and liquid investment choice. The prudent administration of T-bill operations support Malaysia monetary policy objective, efficient debt management, and general economic stability.
Malaysian Treasury Bill is very recommended for you. It is because, as we can see on the benefit, Malaysian Treasury Bill has no risk, effortless liquidity, and lower interest rate. Let's look at the first one, no risk. It means safest financial choice and is a short-term debt instrument because the maturity period is less than a year. If there is an economic crisis, the government has to pay back the full funds to the T-bill investor, and the investor can avoid from the loss. Secondly is the effortless liquidity. It means that short-term expenses instrument with a maturity of 3-4 days after the T-bill is delivered to the investor. T-bills can be sold back to the secondary market during a crisis. And lastly is the lower interest rate. It means that considered as tax efficient investment because the interest on T-bills is exempt from state and local taxes. The value of T-bills will decrease as interest rate rise, potentially costing investors who must sell their holdings before they mature. Why you should buy Malaysian Treasury bill? From the characteristic, we can see it has short-term maturity, suitable for investor to seeking short-term investment opportunity because they normally mature in a year or less. The second one, it has a low default risk. Risk and return are directly proportional and offer very low return on investment. Risk of foregoing the opportunity earn a higher return as well. The third one, it has a higher liquidity. Treasury bill price usually do not fluctuate as much as other government security, but it may impact on the control bank purchase. And the last one, it issue at discounted. Treasury bills pay no interest but sold at discount to face value. Investor receive the face value at maturity rather than regular interest payment.
The maturity period of Malaysian Treasury bills. Malaysian Treasury bills' objective is to raise short-term funds for the government working capital. Bills are sold at a discount price to a competitive auction facilitated by Bank Negara Malaysia with original maturities of 3 months, 6 months and 1 year. It released every week and the auction will be held the day before the release date. The successful bidder will be determined according to the most competitive result offers. The result of the successful bidder will be announced the day after. Malaysian Treasury bills can be traded based on the yield discount rate based on the maturity balance. To calculate the proceeds, Malaysian Treasury bills using formula proceed equals to face value times 1 minus rate times time over 36,500. Categories of Treasury bills based on maturity dates. First, we have 4 weeks and 8 weeks Treasury bills. The amount offered were announced on Monday. Then Malaysians Treasury bills offered for auction on Tuesdays. The auction happen every week. Second, we have 13 weeks and 26 weeks Treasury bills. For these maturity dates, the 91 days and 182 days were announced on Thursdays. Then Malaysia Treasury bills offered for auction on Mondays. The following Thursdays marked as settlement or withdrawals. Each week, both bills are also auctions. Then we have 2 weeks Treasury bills. Not same as other Treasury bills because it happened every 4 weeks. Every 4 Thursdays, their total bills are revealed and offered for auction the following Thursday. After that, they were released the following Thursdays.
The conclusion emphasized the teamwork and appreciation for all those who helped to make the assignment a success. It highlights the quality of Malaysian Treasury bills, highlighting the features that make them attractive to investors, including discount issuance, short-term maturity, low default risk, and high liquidity. TBS are issued for a variety of reasons, such as debt management and government funding. Institutional investors such as bank, insurance company and finance company are among the market players in Malaysia TBS. Retail investor, pension fund and unit trusts are also becoming more and more involved. Because of the advantages that TBS offer, including lower interest rate, liquidity and risk-free status, they are preferred option for investor and help to maintain the stability and effectiveness of Malaysia financial system. In general, the conclusion emphasizes the importance of TBS in financial environment and their diverse role in assisting different financial goals.